Hello and welcome to another instructional video on the MiSTer setup, this time for ao486. We're going to be using the 0 megahertz DOS collection here. This is a really good simple way to set it up. There are other ways you could do more complicated stuff on your own, but this is the best way if you want to, get everything set up. And then I will show you also how to set up some of your own. So this is where we're going to go. It's 0megahertz.net. I'll put the link in the description, and there's documentation in case any of my stuff, you can't understand what I'm saying. You can go here and look at this, and this shows to unpack it. And here's how you start the game. And you can select the game you want, and it will good. You can do this to set up multiple directions, multiple games, whatever. You can do a search and look for specific games if the game there isn't one that you want, etc. There's a lot of instructions on there. So I'm gonna go there, get that, and let's see. This is the page. There isn't, well, there's some instructions here as well on that. So I will put this in the description as well. This is the official MiSTer GitHub page for it. There isn't much here on Anonymous's page for the cheat sheet because just load the things if you use that pack, for example. That's a way to do it. So you don't need that necessarily. So I won't put that link in the description this time. Well, no, I don't think I will. I don't, if it changes, I'll put the link because there's not really anything informational there. That informational. So links in the description. Now we're gonna start the WinSCP program and connect up. As I'm going to repeat here, not in this video, but I've said it in other videos. Username is root. Default username is root. The password is the number 1 for connecting to your MiSTer. There's another video if you want more specific instructions on how to use WinSCP. And we connect up right there. And we're in media fat, which is basically the root of where you want to be putting anything into the MiSTer. And here's our files. Now, what I should do is, and I didn't do this ahead of time because I wanted to show you. So let me just open this up. Okay. So I'm going to show you here. I'm in this folder here. This is regular Windows Explorer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all these, and I don't have an MT-32 like a 32 Pi, so I'm not going to copy over the MT-32 stuff right now. So to do that, I will just sort this. Well, actually, no, I'll just how am I going to do this? No, I'll just let's do this. Search MT-32. We'll just skip doing MT-32 stuff, right? There's not a whole lot. There's 71. All right, so I have these. I'm going to right-click cut and just paste them to the desktop just so I don't get rid of them, But I'm pulling them out of that directory. So just take a moment. You can delete them or just, pull them out of an archive or whatever, however you do it. All right, get rid of the search. We got this. Now we have all the regular ones, and I just have these sort of backed up over here. Let's just save a little since I don't have, the MT-32. Although you could install them if you want. And now I'm going to do the 7-zip, extract here. Yeah, it's got a config file for each one of these, doesn't it? Let's see, yes to all. That's in case you just want to do one game at a time or a few games. You can do it and then you won't you'll have that file because you need that file for every, for the thing. And then if you have a separate one, it you don't need the file again. It doesn't matter. But if you didn't have it, then you would, you have to go find the one thing that has the file in it, which you don't want. This is going to take a couple minutes, so I may pause the video just so you don't have to sit here for 2 minutes while I try to ramble and think of things to say. And it's almost done here. Just a few seconds left. And there you go. That took about a couple minutes. Okay, so these are our files that came out. Let's just see if there's anything else down here. No, okay. So these are our files, and we're going to copy these over, and you'll see that they're over here. So we're going to use our connection here, and we're going to copy these over. To the MiSTer, again, media fat. And this might take a little while. Let's see. 28 days. No. 14 hours. No, 5 hours. I don't think it's going to be 5 hours, but it's going to be quite a while. So I will come back when this is done. I don't know if I'll get the full elapsed time on this, but just, budget looks like 3 hours, but it may be only like an hour. I think an hour sounds right, but I don't know. It's a pretty big pack. So I'll see you in a bit. There you have it. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the MiSTer and check out these games. So I'll see you in a bit. That did take about 2 hours. I don't know if you caught that, but it did. Okay, now cut over to the MiSTer here. If you go under computer, let's see, 9600, that's ao486. I think that'll just start it up. Yeah, no bootable device. So that's not how you do it. Oh, DOS games. Right. That's where I thought it was. Blind. It's right in front of me. So, and then you got to find a game. Let's see. What will we look at? I will find something like, I might do Command. I'll do Command and Conquer, but not right now. Let me start one up that I've messed around. I haven't messed around with many of these actually. Just look at what we got here. Oh, I know what I want to look at. I know. Let's do Prince of Persia. I'm not sure how that's going to work. That should be quiet enough that it's not overwhelming me. I don't think I use mouse in this, so it should be fine. I don't know if I use joystick or keyboard. I probably did it with keyboard back in the day. In the Sultan's absence, the Grand Vizier Jafar rules with an iron fist of tyranny. Only one obstacle remains between Jafar and the throne, the Sultan's beautiful young daughter. We're just going to watch the intro here. I love how it tells that story through the actions. And some text. Marry Jafar or die within the hour. All the princess's hopes now rest with the brave young youth she loves. Little does she know that he is already a prisoner in the Jafar's dungeon. 60 minutes left. Yeah, and it just starts up. The games just start up. So that's simple pimple. Easy peasy. Lemons and Luigi's and spaghettis. I don't know. It's oh, look at that. Oh, I fell. Ow. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have grabbed onto the thing, huh? Whoa, no. Let's go do this. I'll see if I can do the first level here. Huh? And then we gotta go this way and go get the what's the jump button? That's up to jump. Ow! Are you kidding me? I thought I did that. I thought I was doing it all smart like. All right. Nope. There is a jump button. Maybe I have to hit spacebar. I need this though. Give me this. There you go. No. And that's the time. No! Oh, I'm dead. I think that's enough. You get the point. It works real easy, and then to get out of it, you just go to core, and then you just pick a different one. Let's see. I know I'm skipping over probably a bunch of games. Oh, Star Control. Star Control. Bunch of games that you all like. Let's try Star Control. Accolade presents Star Control. Famous Battles. Yeah. Oh, so there is a full game. Okay. It's a strategic one, if I remember correctly. And then the melee is like you just do melee, and the practice is to practice the fighting. Yeah, I think these were just. It's basically just little scenarios. A lone siren must prevent Androsynth deployment. Single siren patrolling a distant star cluster comes across an Androsynth development. The newly commissioned siren commander decides to engage the Androsynth, thereby ending the threat and quite possibly winning a quick promotion. The siren commander must quickly defeat the Androsynth before he can build additional ships. The Androsynth Alpha Commander or Alpha Plus Commander must choose between defending its colony world and its starbase. Time is on the Androsynth side, and the enemy must come to him. Yeah. Now the Star Control 2 has a big yeah, I think I use keyboard on this. Yeah, keyword stuff. I guess I'm playing as the Androsynth then, huh? Okay, so you do have there is a whole sort of campaign deal. Go to the starbase. Move. Oh, here's the Styrene. Oh, so maybe alternate players or something. No, the Androsynth gets a turn. I see how it works. Battle ensues. Yeah. Then you go into the battle. Press key to begin battle. Do I use the joystick? No, it's not. It's not working. I didn't think it was joystick control. Is it? No. It's probably keys I don't have on my. Wait. Oh, there we go. Haha. No sound though. Should be sound. Eh. Huh. Okay. Turn the ship. There we go. Ah. Ah. It's been a while, and I don't remember the controls and all that. All right. So that's thrust. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And this is the attack move. Um, Sirens kind of get, um, this is like Space War. It's like fancy Space War, So imaginative. There's the, I thought I had a regular, whoops. It's all about getting used to it. I know there's sound and music and stuff on the regular one. Oh, you know what? Well, no, the audio's not coming in. It was coming in before in the other game, though. Oh, I got him. I win. And there you have it. That's just that one. There's a whole big story with the Star Control 2. It's great. You should really play it. So I mean that's enough to show you how to set that up. Um, I could show you how to set up if you want to put another game on. So I'll do that. I'll switch back to the PC and I'll show you how to add games to it. Just like a single game or something like that. Okay, we're back on the PC and we have all these other games that were here, and then we get these old ones. These are the MT-32 ones. So let's say you got an MT-32 or a Pi, MT-32, and you have it hooked up and you set it up. That'll be a separate video. If I ever get one of those, I'll do a video on that. But let's say you just want to add those games, and that'd be like having another game. So we're gonna go back to where these are, and I'm gonna just do with this. I have another copy of these files, that I've got saved in the zip. So I'll just delete these. Yes. And then we'll take everything from the desktop here. Don't mind those red X's. We'll just take everything from the desktop here and put it here. So we put it back where we had it before. Obviously, none of these are going to work properly on my system. Well, they'd work, and they probably just wouldn't have, the music. Yeah, let's delete all those. All right. And we're just going to do what we did before. We're just deleting the recycle bin. All right, so we're just going to do what we did before. We're going to unzip all these with the 7-zip, extract here, and then we're going to overwrite yes to all. And this is just going to take, a few seconds, minute or so. So we can sit through and watch this one. I think shouldn't be too long, right? So we get that copied over. It's going to be just the same as we did before. All right, just a little bit longer here. This would be one where I probably should edit it down slightly, but it's, I have to start it up again by the time I get to it. So we'll get this set up, and then I'll show you how to make like a custom one too. You just grab these. If you find individual games, because some people have prepared individual games out there, you just do a search for it. You can just install it the same way with one, just unzip one and then copy it over. And see, now you have your games and all, the same files, folders that you had before. So we're gonna go to back to WinSCP, and there they are. We're gonna do this, and we're just gonna upload them back to MediaFat like we were before. Do we want to overwrite this? Yeah, this is that same file. This is the config file. So we're just gonna do that. I don't think I had one before, so it's fine. This says 37 minutes, so I will pause the recording here, and maybe I'll come back and say when it gets to the end, just so see how long it took those files. But I can't really play any of the MT-32 ones, so I'll show you another specific one that I made and tell you how I made it, and that'll help you if you need to make your own. All right, we're just about done here on the last one. Looks like it's got about a minute left, so maybe a little less than that actually, I think. We'll just watch it copy over so you can see the full time elapsed, so that'll be nice. Looks like it's going to be about 45 minutes or so. Not too bad. Copying time. When it was copying the Star Wars X-Wing files over, it did say there was a duplicate, I think, file, so I overwrote it, but that's a little weird. So maybe they put it in the regular directory instead of the MT-32 directory, something like that. Anyway, that's all copied over now. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to delete all this. Delete, delete, delete. And then I have a couple others that I grabbed. Let's say you have, I'll just drop them in here. Over here. Let's say you've downloaded your own copies, right? Of of something. Now we have Star Control 2, as I showed earlier. We do have that. Apparently, this thing fixes colors that from the other version, so we'll try that. And I got this. This is Silpheed MT-32 version. I actually made a Silpheed one myself. So let me see if I have that. You know what? I got a portion of that, but I don't think I have the actual Silpheed disk image. Did I copy that over? 1 second. Uh, yeah, I don't have it there. Where'd I put it? I don't know. Actually, this is the file I need. The Silpheed file, not this one. Okay. And then this is the one. That's the one I made for regular Silpheed, but I don't see the Silpheed file. Where did I put it? I was just looking at it and I thought I put it in the and had it all set up, but no. So let me see if I can get that. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? I'm gonna pause while I find that actually. Okay, I found it, and I've put it in this directory here. These go together. So let's do this. Let's do this. Extract here. Boom, there's a thing. Let's do the same thing here. 7-zip, extract here. Boom, that's gone in there. Now, config control 2 config. It's interesting that it's a separate one. So those are in there. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move this into here. And I'm going to go move this into the games folder, Silpheed. Silpheed. Let's just check. This should just be, yes, it's just a VHD file. That's one I made. I will show you how to make one. That'll be next. All right, so that's in there. I'm gonna double check and copy this in and see if it works too. You know, make sure I did it right. All right, so those are there. Don't need that. So we got this, and we're just gonna select these, and we're gonna copy these over, upload, and it's probably gonna say that config file. So overwrite. Yes, let's overwrite this. Let's overwrite that. I'm surprised there isn't a special config file for the Silpheed, but maybe it's not. I didn't make one for the one I did, I don't think either. So yes, we're overwriting the star control stuff. Now I still have the old copy of it, so it's fine. If something's wrong with it, I can just overwrite it with the other version. And that should be it. And we'll check them out on the other side. And here I am back, just left off from playing the star control that I showed earlier. So we got the Silpheed. Here's the one. Here's the MT-32 one. I'm gonna start that up just to see if it runs or anything. I don't have an MT-32, so the sound won't work at all. Oh yeah, this is like the supposed to be the copy protection or something. Maybe I don't know. I think you just hit enter. So it does seem to actually work. I don't remember what the settings are. You can get the joystick control to work. Oh yeah, not here.
I am Zakolite, Emperor of the Universe. You will never destroy me as long as I have Gloire.
Gloire or glory. You're not sure. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's regular keyboard controls for now. I think I did get the joystick working, but I believe I did that. I think I did that in one of my other videos. But it worked. Sounds good. Doesn't have any music. Don't have that. I think on this one you have to run a setup script to get that to work. But that's copied in. And it works. You just copy it in like that. So can I pause it there? I can pause it. I don't know if there's a quit. Some of them have quit. I don't remember. I do have the instructions for it. I'll have to do another. I could do another one on that. There, each game has tricky bits and stuff like that, and it's not like I'm gonna learn every single game how to set them all up. So you might want to see my other video for it. I'll double check and see if I didn't fully do that on how to run through the setup on those. I will go and do that. Okay, so but that'll be a separate one just for Silpheed. Let's see if this one works. This is the one that I made, and hopefully I've got it configured correctly here. Oh, see, yeah, I didn't. So that one's not correct, whatever it is. So I will have to see about how I did that, and then when I do it a little bit later, I'll show later in the video. I'll show, um, how you make it, and it'll be correct then because I will not. I'll edit out mistakes. Yeah, that's it. No, I'll make sure I have it right before I record actually on that bit. But I was just wanted to copy that over and see. Let's see what other one. So I've got the MT-32 ones. What other was Star Wars X-wing? There's MT-32. I don't know why I had two. Maybe I copied that one over somehow originally. Yeah, those are separate. I don't know why it sort of double copied. So that's that, and then there was another one I did was the Star Control 2 one. So let's see if that loads up. Please choose. Oh yeah, your options, right? One. We want Star Control 2. Now I don't know how the old one looks, so I don't know what the in-game graphics were that were supposedly not correct. Star Control 2. Such a great game. It's probably I'll turn it down a bit. It's probably blasting me out a little bit. Many big great battles, Earth and Alliance against the evil Urquan and its hierarchy of battle thralls. And the Urquan will win. Here, an amazing discovery was made. Far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world. A huge underground city. Filled with technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. But then the main Urquan fleet broke through the Alliance's defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding scientists 100 light years away from Earth. I just love that sci-fi. It's like old sci-fi. They waited hopefully for a vessel which never came. 20 years have passed. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. We continued our investigation of the underground city, and we have discovered its purpose. Factory for building starships. But there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. We can finish only the skeleton of one starship. But that may be enough. Because you must captain the vessel and return to Earth. To travel the great distance, you must push through hyperspace. Find out what has happened over these many years. Tell Earth of our plight. That the war with the Urquan still rages. Fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. So yeah, I think there was a part here where there was one of those old DRM things, well, it wasn't digital rights management then, it was copy protection, right? Back then. And I think you had to put in coordinates here or something like that. Name the star at this coordinate. But I think we just skipped that now. You can get this for free, I think. Still, it was free on Steam. There's a version you can get that the original creators released for free, like open sourced it and everything. Um, that was at Urquan Masters. It's called Urquan. Just look for Urquan Masters instead of Star Control 2. And then um, it's available on GOG and you get that sort of thing. So a lot of these games you can get, are available. All right, let's start a new game. Just want to get to the intro, just at the very beginning. I think this is all keyboard controls. Oh, you gotta put in your captain. So I will be Captain Doofus. Flagship. Enter name. Movie prize. Oh, I have to do it all one. Movie prize. All right, and so neat about this is you build the ship as you go. You know. All right, so menu. I'm gonna go to navigation. I know that. Menu. Navigate. And then see now I can navigate. Forward. All right, so it's up. All right, where this is our solar system. Please, Sol. We gotta go to the blue planets. Yeah. Or we'll just go, you know, out the other side of the solar system. Where's the green one? Supposed to go to Earth. I don't know why it'd be green, but I was having trouble entering planet. Oh yeah, so you can go do missions. You can scan it for minerals. Oh, this is Venus. Okay, yeah. Let's dispatch here. Yeah. Not a good idea. You know, Venus, very dangerous atmosphere. It sees 457 degrees Celsius. Alright, so let's go back to navigate. But it did have some good minerals there. I don't know if it was worth trying, but there are ways. Hey, it's February 19th, 2155. Yeah, so it is the blue one. Oh yeah, that's Mars out there. Okay. Alright, see, now this thing happens. Attention interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of the Urquan. You are trespassing within Urquan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason. Nor will hostiles against our orbital platform be tolerated. Oh, hostility type. Learn to read. In addition, your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy identification transmissions. And is therefore deemed to be independent. It's not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. How does it know if it's a recorded message? This drone now leaves to inform the Urquan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Urquan. I mean, yeah, you could pre-record it and see if in case something did come that was, you know, already whatever. See, so we can't go to Earth because there's like a shield around it. Can't scan it with the shield, I guess. I love that sound effect. So there's the orbital platform over there, and obviously there's the moon. We're gonna go over to the orbital platform. Attention, unidentified space vessel. I'm Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcasts extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners, deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you scheduled hierarchy the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat, are you the resupply vessel? No, this is a booby prize. We stand ready to issue. Yes, this is the resupply vessel. What do you need? Supply. Slave planet, hierarchy supply. Resupply vessel. What is going on here? I'm just gonna do the first one. Starship, what? Never mind. Look, we won't last much longer. Here is our situation. According to the oath of fealty to the Urquan, we must maintain this starbase. But we have no space vessels of our own. And the shield prevents us from contacting Earth. We are totally dependent on the Urquan supply vessels for everything we need up here. We know there's a hierarchy base on the surface of the moon, but we cannot contact them. The Urquan were supposed to resupply the space at regular 5-year intervals. We haven't received anything in almost 8 years. What we don't recycle, we can usually synthesize. But to do so, we need replacement radioactives for our generators' energy cores. If you should bring us some radioactive elements, we can fabricate the cores ourselves. Are you willing to help us? We leave now to find the elements we require. Where can we find the radioactive elements we need? Yeah, I kind of blew up the landing ship. We gotta go. I think the moon has them. Also, Mercury has a lot of minerals, but it also has dangerous conditions. Manufacturing new lander will cause use up their field resources. All right, so you get one chance. So you know you do get some chances to do some stuff, but if I hadn't done that and blown it up, we'd be in better shape. We will leave now to find the radar. I think they're up on the moon, if I remember correctly. If not, oh well. Yeah, they'll reward us. Alright, so let's go to the moon. I just want to get, like, the place fixed up, and then I won't save or anything like that. Here we go. Oh, there's some mineral. Here's the energy. Yeah, you never land exactly where you've pointed the land at. But here's our energy. Oh! Report for service. We have discovered an alien base and have explored its interior. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago, but great care has been taken to make it appear active. Life support systems are functioning. Fusion generators are full output, and robotic construction vehicles have been programmed to roam the lunar surface, bulldozing moon dust into random piles. In addition, we have found the installation's hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. Although we cannot translate the message, our Xenotech Ensign Rigby believes the message is some kind of alert or mayday broadcast. The base is filled with useful materials and equipment. We will scavenge as much as we can and bring it aboard immediately. End of report. Yeah, there's the robots going around doing stuff. Alright, so I think we got what we needed. And we'll go navigate. Yeah, I remember a little bit about this. Alright, let's go. The orbital mechanics are a little bit wonky, but they work. Did you find any radio fragments for our power cores? Oh, I didn't get them? Yeah, Mercury, okay. Skylar surface. Yeah. I must have hit something that it reviewed it. Alright, so we do have to go to Mercury. Yeah, I'm remembering things. I thought you get some radioactive stuff on the moon base, but... I guess not. And yes, it's got like earthquakes or something on it. think it'll tell you what these are. Like some of them are uranium and stuff like that. No biology. Oh, yeah, if I go like this, so say, do I have to be on no. I thought you could like go on top of it and it would tell you what it is or something like that. Let's start here. It'll tell you when you pick it up, I think. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the nickel. Yeah, it tells you when you pick it up. Alright, cool. This one, the uranium. I don't think it changed. I think they're always the same color. Yeah, there's the uranium. See? I remember. Let's go back this way. Some copper. No, okay. Haha, I got it that time. I want to see what else I can get. Yeah. See, this is not as bad as Venus was. Canadian, that's good stuff. Oh, that's bad. Sulfur. Yeah. Oh, come on! I like how it was like circumstances beyond our control at one time. Oh well. Yeah, I wanted to grab some of those other fancy colors over there, but now I have nothing to dispatch, so. I did get the uranium though. So we are okay there. Yeah, you can just zigzag right across the way, but there is gravity and stuff. There. And yeah, there's a whole adventure, a whole lot of wonderful things. Obviously, I'm not doing this to show everything. I'm getting a little carried away, I think, with this, but yes. I mean, they gave us a ship already, right? That we blew up. There, that's much better. Power range, start climbing. Life support is coming back into the green. Yay. Deep radar systems and sensors now online. I can scan your vessel. What the hell kind of a ship is that? Just who are you, Captain? I'm Captain Fuchs of the Starship Booby Prize. We are the survivors of the Star Control Science Research Team to the Vela Star System. Star Control Science Mission, eh? Captain, I served as Star Control Officer during the war aboard several cruisers on the forward front. If there's been any scientific mission to Vela, I would have heard about it. The mission was highly secret. You know, come to think of it, there were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing this hush-hush operation out near Androsynth space. The Vela Star System, yes, that would be in the right direction. Yeah, Androsynth, like from the first one, right? So, Captain, if what you say is true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying? Oh, you know. And why are you here? What do you want from us? Alien starships. We've returned to Earth to give you the technological secrets of the precursors to help fight the hierarchy. I'm gonna use that one. Fight the Urkon, win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, a long time ago. But that was in the first years after defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up. See the bloody glow of the pulsating slave shield overhead. Every day and night we gazed up at that impenetrable wall, as though the sheer power of our hatred would look down. But over the years I spent so much of my time struggling, down on the surface under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive. But I've forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Urquan masters. And now here you are in an alien ship of unknown power, offering me your assistance to fight against the hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack Earth's slave shield and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy, and this time win the damn war. But consider the consequences if we should fail. We'll die. The Urquan won't just punish us here at the station. It will exact gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Yeah, but you only live once. Before I commit the station to helping you attack the Urquan, and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated. What's a little annihilation between friends? I have to be sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of the threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer. Yeah, I went to the moon already. Found the base, but it was abandoned years ago. I'll be darned! All these years we've been listening to their incoherent broadcasts and we never even guessed. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on the station fast. My computer identifies it as the Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Best bet is to wait until it's point-blank range. It's jamming our signal. By the fetid breath of the dark twin Kazon. A human in an alien starship, how fascinating. When I intercepted that Urquan drone and learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth, I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals, weak and helpless. But here is a human in an armed starship, and therefore in direct violation of the oath of fealty. I'm sure our masters, the Urquan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery. When I present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses. It will be a pleasure blasting your ugly face out of the stars. Yeah, let's do it. I have no fear of you, feeble mammal. Yeah, I'm gonna totally controls. Though my sugar glass, a functional cloaking device, and many of our crew are dead. My gods, Dogar the Black and Kazon the Unseen have personally confided to me that they despise you humans, and they will help us kill you all. Now we fight. That one's a tough doofus. Yeah, because I killed everyone already. Oops. The end. All right, that's a good point to leave it, and then I will pause and to show you how to copy over and create your own games. Well, not create your own games, but create your own files to make this to copy onto it. So I'll get two of those set up. I'll get the Silpheed one fixed. I'll get the other one set up, and we'll go from there. Okay, and we're back, and I have got I put the Silpheed in here. I double checked. I pulled this off of my other MiSTer config, so this should work. Media, Silpheed VHD. We'll see. I'll copy that over, see if it starts correctly, and you'll see that. If not, I'll tell you that it didn't start correctly, and then I'll show you when it does start correctly. This one I'm going to do next and show you how to do that. This is one I got from GOG, and we'll see how that works. All right, so upload, EDFAT, just like usual. It's going to complain about the overwrite file. Yes, I want to overwrite that because it's maybe better. This config I will not overwrite. And this one I will overwrite. That looks like it's the same, so I mean, it's supposed to work, so I don't know what I did wrong there. Let's take a few seconds, and that's done. And now I'm going to flip over to their side. I'll be right back. And we're back on the MiSTer. DOS games, go to Silpheed, and overwrite the existing file, so it should show up right here just like it did before. Silpheed. Let's see if this actually boots. Ah, it actually boots now. So I did something right this time. Oh yeah, see, that's a different enemy than we had last time. So this does actually work. I don't know if the image I had was bad or I needed to run an install or something. I'm not sure. It was kind of stretched, but whatever. Silpheed. I might have this one. Yeah, see, this one I have set up so they work. Yeah, it sounds a little different. It works. And this is one I made myself with the files. Just created it. PhD. I just copied one of the other existing ones. That's what I did, and then put the files into it. And it works. And then I think I had to run like a joystick setup too. But that's why we have music. It's not the MT-32. Alright, well, I don't need to show all that. I'll go next and show you how to, create a new image if you want from some game that you have. Okay, I'm back on the PC again. After having done some tweaking and figuring out how stuff works and getting it all set up. So, as you see here, I've got Silpheed. I've got the MT-32 one. I kind of renamed it so that it matches the whole schema of the naming things, and I renamed the drive, the folder that it's in. I'll show you that in just a moment. And I also had to change this path to match this so that it would match, just to make that a little bit more matching the schema, and and then having the capital letters and all that. So it fits in a little bit better. And then here's the Silpheed. Now here's the part that I had to add. When I added this into the other Silpheed that I had, because that was what was missing, I added that in and changed that, and that fixed the stretched out screen. I don't know how or why, but that's what that did. So that's how you do that. Now what I did here was I went in. I noticed that the version that I had was an older one from 1988 instead of one from that was made a little bit later in 1990 that had those nice sound samples in them. So what I did was I took this and I took the drive and I copied it over. So I took the Silpheed one, the Silpheed MT-32 one, renamed it to Silpheed, put it in the Silpheed directory, overriding what was there, and change the settings to use the Silpheed stuff. And I'll show you that in a moment when we get over to the other side. But I want to show you where I put it. I already showed you the control things under here. The config doesn't change. Maybe one of these has different things on it. That's interesting. I'll have to look at those, how the config stuff works. But it worked when I did that other thing anyway. And then maybe a little something more to it. And then I go to games, ao486, media. This is where they all go when they unfold. And then I repackaged them up so I'd have the packages handy. But you can do this if you bring the like if you get the MT-32 version and you don't have an MT-32 or a Pi 32 or whatever, then you can just change the settings in the thing and it'll work for you. And I'll show you where those settings are on the MiSTer side. All right, so we're gonna go down to Silpheed, LMNOPQRSIL feed. So here's the MT-32 one. Notice it's, well, this is the same. And then it ran. Oh, and I got the joystick working on that as well. So it works on both of them now. And then Silpheed is in there, and everything's like the same. It's all nice and good. So I'll probably repackage those. I don't think I repackaged them before, just so that I have like one that I can, like if I would need to rebuild it from scratch again, I'll have that in there as a bonus. All right, so that's that. I just need to show you that, and then after that, I might try and see if I can show you how to get this Champions of Krynn working. And then there's one more thing, and I'm debating as to whether or not I'll put it in. You'll see if you get to that part of the video and it's in, or if it's not. But I'm thinking about showing how to set up like a whole your own image, like a image from scratch or something like that. I may hold that off for another video, um, because I didn't do that with the Amiga stuff either. The other two you can't really do that with because that I've done with the packs, like the um the Commodore 64 one, you just drop the stuff in anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then the X68000 one, it's already cultivated for the things that work on MiSTer, so you can just use their pack and do it that way. There's no real need to install anything separate, um, but you might, like if you find a different, like a translated version or something like that. There are ways you can do that. So maybe I'll look into doing a separate video and doing stuff like outside the packs. I think that's what I'll do, but we'll see. All right, so that's that. We'll flip over to the MiSTer side, and then I'll see if about showing you how to do this. This as an example of building your own image. Okay, I'll catch you on the MiSTer side. All right, back on the MiSTer again, yet again. And we have our DOS games. And we're just going to go down to, I will show you both of the, whoops, I went too far. Silpheeds. I'll show you the MT-32 one first, because that's basically the same, but you see that it's changed. It's, capital S. This is the same as before. This is the same. I think you gotta hit like a enter or something to get into the game. And I'm using now the controller, so joystick is working. Not that you can see that, but I can just telling you that it's working.
I am Zakalite, Emperor of the Universe. You will never destroy me as long as I have Gloar.
And the voice thing works now, which it did before. And then the sound effects, all that works. There are some nice voices and stuff like that at the end. I think I accidentally bumped something that gave me a cheat to get to the end of the level or something. So that's interesting. And there's some nice voices there for it. But yeah, so that's that. And now I'm going to come over here to load up the regular Silpheed, and I've configured it for the AdLib, and then I'll go into the config file and show you how that works. But first, I want to show you that it does work. See, this is now since I copied it over, it's pretty obvious that that's going to work, but it was that line in the thing that fixed that. It was stretched out when I used the other version. Yeah, it says 1988 on the copyright, but when you go into there's a setup page that says 1990, which I didn't show you yet. It's got the music. It's just the the ad lib or sound blaster, whichever it is. Joystick's working too.
I am Zakalite, Emperor of the Universe.
It's updated
You
version.
will never destroy me as long as I have Gloar.
It's actually the same version as the one that's MT-32 setup, but it's not set up for MT-32. And that works. So there you go. Alright, so to get out of this game, it is Shift X. So a lot of these games you can get out into the command prompt and do some stuff. And so Shift X, and then it's install. Other games may have things similar to this that you can reconfigure them in case for whatever reason change the configuration or you have something or you're setting up your own. You'll have to look at the instructions for those games. That's just the way it was. So you need instructions. So this is, and you see how it says copyright 1990 at the top. The other one said 1988 on this screen, and it has some different things that it supported here, which I don't have in front of me to show you, but I guess you gotta take my word for it. So if you set it to Roland MT-32, that's what it was set to. You don't get any sound. I think I had Sound Blaster Pro. I think I selected, and then Sound Blaster Samples is what that was. And then yes, here to enable the joystick. That's how you enable the joystick. Now this is like if you wish to install your game on your hard disk, it tries to copy it to a place that doesn't exist the way it's set up and all that stuff. But you can just press escape and it'll actually configure the config files, right, that are in here. Probably, the batch file there or something like that. Let's see. I don't know exactly where it does. See if I see anything with a new. No, I don't see anything with a real new date. There's the drivers and things like that. But that did enable the joystick for me. There, resource.config. That's it. Can I do edit? I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have that installed. Yeah, I can. Okay, so here. So here's the settings. So this yes is for the joystick. And those are the settings that I just went through. So that's that. Now, let's see. Oops. Yeah, I don't want the help. Was it Alt? Yeah, there we go. Exit. It's been a while. So it helps if you're familiar with DOS and PC and stuff like that in order to do some of these things. But if you have questions, post them down below. I'll do my best to help you what I can. Not that I'm just doing this as sort of a service, so it's not like an instant thing. All right, so that's it, and that's how I did the settings. That's how all that goes, and I'm gonna try and get that last bit at least for the Champions of Krynn to show you how to set that up. And that was, you can set up your own versions, like if you get them off of GOG or wherever. So I will flip over to the PC again. Okay, back to the PC yet again. Here's our Champions of Krynn folder. This is the folder that I pulled out of my GOG install. And it's just under, you can follow like the shortcut to whatever game you've got and, go in there, find the games directory and dig out your games. And this is that game. This is a copy actually of that. So it has all this. This is all this stuff. This is the DOSBox thing that it runs. pretty much anything that's in DOSBox you can run, you know, on the MiSTer. Maybe not everything, but pretty much everything. Cloud saves. Well, there's no cloud saves. This is support stuff for. That's probably my serial number or something. Oops. But yeah. So this is all that. We probably don't need any of this, right? So I'm gonna delete that. This is just a copy, so it's fine. There's some saved data here. I don't know if that's actually saved, but that's what that is. So that probably stays. Clue book. This is a PDF. Yeah, we can leave those because that, you know, you can use these. Probably not so much on the in the DOS thing, but you can get those. These are the DOS box configurations. Don't need those. Basically, all these ones that are in you know, all caps are like the DOS games. So the DOS files. Here's all the GOG stuff. This is all GOG. Don't need any of that. Journal. I'll keep that. This is the GOG launcher. I'll delete that. So this is the support icon. Don't need that. I think these are the long. Oh, these are the uninstallers and the installers, so we don't need those. What happened there? Email program. What? Oh, I probably accidentally clicked on that. Yeah. Okay. I don't. All right. Delete. Delete. It's MSG, so it thinks it's a email thing. Okay. That should be all the files we actually need to keep, and then these will probably actually put in. You know, you can put those into help or something like that. Journal manual. Yeah. So I won't actually build those into the image. So I'm going to take these out. Cut. We'll go back up. We'll just put them here for later. All right. So that's Champions of Krynn. Now we need an image file. So what I did when I made that one, when I originally made that one for Silpheed, was I took an existing one that was in the thing and just used that. Okay, so here's my Silpheed MT-32, and we're going to rename this. We're going to call this Krynn. And then I need to do I need to use that. That should be it. Let's see, this is Champions of Krynn. Maybe I'll call it Champions of Krynn. There's this whole series, and then it'd be kind of nice to have them like all Krynn, Krynn, Krynn. So maybe I'll go Krynn Champions of or something like that. Krynn. Krynn Champions. No, wait. Champions of. Actually, let's look at some of these other ones, how they're set, how they're configured. All right, go up, go up. up. DOS games. Okay, yeah, they have spaces and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should call it Champions of Krynn. Suppose I should have decided before that, huh? I'll do it. Krynn Champions of. Because there are 3 Krynn games. And then those are these, but then the DOS, then the games themselves, how are they formatted? It was a lot easier when I was just doing Silpheed, because that's pretty, you know, straightforward. But that's on me for picking this one, right? Media. There are spaces. I could do Champions of Krynn that way. That would be a bit. I don't do Krynn Champions. It's just so all the Krynn games would show next to each other, you know, if I were to make those. All right, so that's going to be that. And then we're going to do this. DOS games. This is going to go in there. I'm not going to do the config file because we already have one there. If I was going to build a pack for it, then I would. New folder. Games. New folder ao486. New folder. Media. New folder. Krynn Champions of. Copy. No, not there. Oh, I should have just deleted it, but whatever. I should have cut paste, but all right. So those are in the correct folder, and I could just copy those over. All right, but I gotta get these onto an image. So I got this VHD. Can I mount this? This is the part I should have checked beforehand. Let's see if I can mount this. See if all wacky stuff goes crazy. I can. All right. Of course, I opened another thing. Let's go back and open a new tab. There. Wait. Oh, that's the copy. Shoot, I don't know what I'm looking at. All right, hang on. Eject. That was weird. All right, hold on. I'll get the folder back up. All right, here we go. I'm gonna delete this. No, I don't want that. Games, those games. Mount. All right. Let's go back. Tab. What was it? There. Maybe I should have done a new window. All right, that's mounted. So I got this Champions of Krynn. I'm just going to call this Krynn. This I'm going to copy. Paste. We'll see if this works. All right, we don't want Silpheed because we're done. And then just open that up. Oh, that's the original resource set config for that. So we don't want that. This ID, I wonder. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. There's probably something in here that auto loads the thing. The auto set that UMB. Oh yeah, those are fine. I don't see an auto set dot bat here. All right. Oh, that's fine. So that's copied in there. Let's go back to this. So I need to edit this. I got this in Notepad++. So we have to change this because this is not Silpheed anymore. It is Krynn Champions of. All right, I think that's all correct. Save that. Close that. Close. All right, I feel like there's something else I gotta do to get this Krynn to work. Oh, I will probably have to build an autoexec.bat file. So I might pull a copy of one of the off of one of the other ones and see how it looks. All right, but that should be it. So let's copy this over to the MiSTer now, and make sure that we are on fat, media fat. All right. All right, upload those. Okay. There's the VHD. Okay, so that's copied over. Let's go in and take a look at it and see if it starts up. It may not actually, it won't start the game because that exec.bat isn't in there. Um, So let me actually bring this up. This was the old Silpheed one. I thought there was an autoexec.bat in here. Maybe not. Huh. It wasn't in here. Oh, here they are. Okay. So we'll look at those then, because those are in there. All right. Close this. Go back here. So I'll have to copy this back. Well, I can look at it in there, I think. In the, well, I can look at it here. These are probably all good. This is the one I want to edit. Yeah, all right. Autoexec.bat, which you can see over there too. But this probably be all fine. It's the no, that doesn't change either. I don't see it running the thing. No. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not sure then. I'll close this. I've copied this stuff over. Let's go on to the MiSTer side and see how that works. Okay, and we're recording again. Back here on the MiSTer side, DOS games. And we should have, what was it, Krynn. Krynn champions of. I don't know if we could put a comma in it, so I didn't want to mess with that. And it shouldn't start because there's nothing in it. Bad commander file name. Okay. Nice. Invalid directory. Yeah, so there was a CD or something in here, so. Oh, there's the autoexec bat. Why didn't I see that before? Oh, maybe it creates it automatically. Ah, there it is. CD Krynn. It was probably there, and I just missed it. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Ah, slash P. Because I want to see what there's the config file. Start. So it's going to be start probably. All right. Edit. Exec.bat. This is, not simple, but it's not too bad. I mean, if you have to do it by hand, this is how you do it. All right, save. Okay. See if it actually starts up. Seems like it's good, huh? Alright. Where I might need a mouse actually for this one. Mouse and keyboard, right guys? Mouse and keyboard. Got a mouse and keyboard. Create new character. I'm just picking all the first stuff. I want these stats. I'm not going to save it. Oh, reroll stats. No. Character name. Uh, Doofus. Yeah, fine. Yes. Add character to party. Doofus. But it works. The game at least runs, right? Blah, blah, blah. Do stuff, do stuff, do stuff. Okay. Let's say, let's do this. Let's restart this and see if it actually starts up the game. Boom. There you go. And I still have Doofus from before. Exit to DOS. And the mouse does work, although it's kind of messing up that. Exit to DOS. Yes. There's probably there's a CFG file. I don't see a config program. But it's working just fine. Yeah, there's some drive settings. Whoops. All right. So that should be it. It works, it runs, and that sort of thing. And then, you know, what you can do is once you get your batch file edited, you save that. You know, before you start editing the you know, adding new stuff in the config, so you can start with a blank game, that sort of thing. Demo. Yeah, there's the demo. But there you go. There you have it. It worked. I think that's all I got for this episode. It's probably been very long. I don't know. I haven't added up the time yet, but we'll see. So hopefully this helps you out and enjoy your MiSTer and enjoy ao486 stuff on your MiSTer. Thanks again. If you liked the video, if it helped you, maybe subscribe or leave a like or something. You know, if you want, whatever. Take care. Goodbye.